I don't think that Zheng Qinwen was crying just because she lost. Something about this entire match felt emotionally off to me from the beginning. And when I watched her press conference afterward, it honestly felt like everything emotionally hit her at once, like a ton of bricks. So I wanted to sit down and really look at the energy around her and surrounding this match and what may have been happening mentally and emotionally underneath the surface. Hey everyone, if you're new here, welcome to Soul Power Tarot and Tennis. My channel blends intuitive tarot analysis with emotional and psychological energy readings around tennis and emotionally intense moments in the different tennis tournaments. And today we're looking at the emotional energies surrounding Zheng Qinwen after this really difficult loss at Roland Garros. Because honestly, this didn't just feel like another upset to me. It felt heavier emotionally. So let's get right into it. I'm going to shuffle the cards and get right into the questions. So, what emotional pressure was Zhang Qinwen carrying into this match? Okay, I cut the cards over here. Let's see. Oh, okay. This makes sense. So I'm gonna pick 3 cards for each question that I asked just to give more context. So, first of all, we have the 6 of Wands. So, obviously, she wanted to win. The Page of Pentacles would be her endorsement deals, okay, that were hanging in the balance. And so, that alone is pressure. And you've got the 4 of Swords. So, she was afraid of some of her sponsors withdrawing from her. It looks like there's some opportunity on the table that was contingent on her doing well at Roland Garros. Okay. So she had this fear of them withdrawing this offer. Okay. And maybe losing some sponsors. Her ranking is going to drop, I believe, outside of the top 100. So that's going to be difficult. She's got to rebuild as well. So there's that, the ranking pressure and the sponsor pressure here. Okay. So let's move on to the next question that I want to ask. The next question is, what mentally shifted during the match itself for Zheng Qinwen? How was Zheng Qinwen feeling mentally during her second round match at Roland Garros? Okay. So this is what I see here. So you've got the Wheel of Fortune. She really wanted to win. She was thinking about her future. She was thinking about how things would work out for her in her career after this. You got the High Priestess. She did really go. She was thinking, trying to focus on her game plan, but I also feel like she was thinking about the things that were hanging in the balance. You've got the Justice card here as well. She was struggling to balance, her mind, her thoughts. So, what emotional energies surrounded Zhang Qinwen's Roland Garros loss? Difficulty. I'm going to leave it at 1 card because this describes it. The 7 of Swords. She felt just like she couldn't play her game. She felt like it was really cruel that she just wasn't herself. Like she was robbed of this match and of a chance to win the trophy. She didn't feel like she showed up fully. And swords are also about criticizing. So she was very critical of herself in her mind as well. And as you can tell, she was really disappointed. And now I want to look at, why did this loss affect Zheng Qinwen so deeply? Why did this Roland Garros loss affect Zheng Qinwen so deeply? So yeah. The weight, she had a lot of pressure on her. Burden, she had a lot of weight on her shoulders. Again, ranking pressure, sponsor pressure. You see the 3 of Pentacles here. There are 3 sponsors. So something was said or she knew. I do feel like, because with the Page of Pentacles going back, this is a contract. There were some discussions about some of these sponsors kind of waiting to see what she does at Roland Garros, and some contracts are kind of up, and her being afraid that they won't be renewed. Because yeah, she's gonna drop down a little bit below the top 100 after this loss. So yeah, her pocket is going to take a hit. Some sponsors won't be sure if they want to continue. So it's going to disrupt her cash flow. She may have to play in some of the lower tournaments to get some matches under her belt because it seems like that's what Zhang Qinwen needs because she's been losing kind of in the second, third round of things. So it feels like she just needs a little bit more match play. And these sponsors have their own terms and conditions. They may have kind of given her some hint that, if she goes down, below a certain ranking, that they may discontinue the partnership. You know what I mean? So that is definitely a lot of pressure to carry going into a match. So she definitely felt very burdened and she was worried, about these sponsorships here. So what else do I want to look at? So what's her recovery and her comeback going to look like? What is Zheng Qinwen's recovery and comeback going to be like? Okay. Let's see. She's going to struggle. I can tell you guys that. It isn't going to be easy. And I felt that. You've got the Fool. She's definitely going to jump in. She's going to give it her all. It's going to be a struggle. That's what the Fool card was. The Five of Wands, as you can see this, right? All these sticks kind of clashing. It's going to be a struggle for her for a little while to get back to where she needs to be. You've got the Eight of Swords. She's in her own head more than anything else. And you see this Eight of Swords, this person's in their own head. Their hands are tied. They're really stuck in their thoughts and in their emotion. Qinwen, I'm sure Zhang has, a lot of goals and standards for herself. And this is not obviously where she wants to be. And she's really emotional, which is you see the water behind her and just very annoyed with herself. Now you've got the Temperance, but she will find balance. She will find emotional balance here. Okay. She will find a balance. And with the Ace of Swords, this is a plan. Okay. So she's going to find a plan that helps bring balance to her. The Ace of Swords, she's going to fight. She's going to fight through it. She will find balance. You've got the Eight of Cups. I usually don't have cards reversed. This was reversed. I left it that way. When it's the Eight of Cups, this is about walking away from what doesn't serve you. You've got the Eight of Cups reverse here. She doesn't want to walk away from anyone in her team right now. So she's going to wait and see, try a few things with them and see here. The Six of Swords, she'll move through this difficulty. Six of Swords, it's about, you see the choppy waters right here? It's about moving through those choppy waters into the calmer waters and closer to the sun. So she is going to get through this. She will. It's going to take her some time, a couple of months more, but she'll get through this. Okay. And I have one last question I want to look at. Okay. And I know, she was injured and she's just coming back from injury. She had a surgery. So that also has set her back. And I just want to see the overall energy around this loss for Zheng Qinwen. What's the overall energy around this loss for Zheng Qinwen? Okay. Yes, the Four of Swords, again, is withdrawing. It's also fatigue. Okay. Yeah, some type of major sponsor is going to withdraw. And here we have, again, the Page of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. There is a sponsor, there's at least one that will withdraw, won't continue their partnership. The Four of Swords here. So she also needs some rest, but this is withdrawing, going within and really thinking about what the next steps are. And it's also a sponsor. The reason why I say a sponsor because you've got the Death card, which is an ending. Okay. An ending to the Emperor, an ending to some type of brand deal or sponsorship. Okay. And she may change like things around in her team a little bit. I don't see her letting anybody go right now. She'll want more, a little bit more control over her career. I can tell you that with the Emperor. You've got the Hangman right here. She's gonna feel stuck for a little while, but I see her in her head, really her thoughts spinning and her thinking about, okay, how can I get myself out of this stagnant energy that I'm in? And do I keep the same team? Do I look to change? I don't see her changing anyone, but I do see her really doing a lot of soul searching and really doing a lot of work with her team. The strength, she'll come back stronger. I know in China, they're a little strict. So I know She feels that pressure too, being from China, being the number one player in China as well. She's the number one Chinese singles player, WTA singles player right now. So that in itself more pressure, for Zheng Qinwen. But I love seeing her play, and I really hope that she does come back stronger. From what I'm seeing here and what this reading is telling me, she will, but it's going to be a little bit of a struggle before she does. I wish her well, and I'm really curious if you guys felt this too while you were watching this match or her interview afterward, because emotionally this felt much deeper than just one loss. And also, after what Wim Fizet did to her and he suddenly sort of just abandoned her and went to Osaka, and then it didn't work out with Naomi Osaka. She ended up letting him go. But I think that also psychologically affected Zhang. And I'm sure she's done her best to move past it, but it still lingers. It still messes with your head. It caused her disruption too on her game. And then she had the injuries, and now she's back with her old coach. And then he was out for some time. He had his own health issues, but she'll get this resolved. She'll work through it, even though it takes her time. Honestly, I felt like this moment may end up becoming emotionally important moving forward for Zhang, even though right now it probably feels incredibly painful. But let me know your thoughts below. I can't wait to have conversations with you in the comments. Did this match feel emotionally heavier to you? And thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.